Do you have pepper plants that are just sad, barely growing, stunted, pale? Yeah, me too. So I made 5 homemade fertilizers and I'm putting them all to the test. One of them shocked me and one of them did absolutely nothing. So stick around and I'll show you which one is which. Here's the lowdown. I've got 6 pepper plants. All of them are struggling. So they got the same soil, Fox Farm frogs. They have the same sun, same light schedule, so on and so forth. As you can see, most of them are doing well, but these ones are not. I decided I'm going to go ahead and fix that problem and try to do it in a DIY manner that will be organic and cost efficient. I went ahead and did 5 that are all based around a fermented oatmeal base. Now each one of these 5 is going to be just a little bit different, and only one of them is only going to get rainwater. That's going to be our control, so that way we can try to keep this as honest as physically possible. We're watering each of these plants with its own specific fertilizer every week, and I'm going to show exactly what happens every week. No cherry picking. What's going on is what you're going to see. The first plant is, of course, going to be the control plant, which is rainwater only. The other 5 will be getting their own specific fertilizer. All the ingredients lists will be down in the description explaining what went where and how we did it. All 5 fertilizers are going to start with the exact same base, which is a fermented oatmeal microbe tea. The idea is simple. You're fermenting an organic material to grow beneficial microbes, and those microbes are going to go into the soil and start feeding your roots. No synthetic chemicals. Here's your baseline. 1 cup of oatmeal, 1 tablespoon of molasses, 1 teaspoon of yeast, 1 quart jar filled with rainwater. I did 2 quart jars. One was full of rainwater, added it to there. You'll see as I go along. You want to let that sit for 48 to 72 hours. My best suggestion is the smell check. Once you're done shaking that bad boy up, go ahead and give it a sniff. And then within that 48 to 72 hour period, smell it again. And that's what fermented oatmeal is going to smell like. If that smell changes again, that's what it smells like when it's rotting. Pitch it. Now here's where it's going to get interesting. Just the base, nothing added. This is going to be our starting point. We need to know exactly what this foundation is going to do before we start layering in other ingredients. Fertilizer number 2 is going to be enhanced microbe tea. Same base plus 1 cup of rice water. Rice water is loaded down with B vitamins and trace minerals. It's been used in the garden for a super long time. We're just adding it in there and seeing if it actually helps move the needle any. Fertilizer number 3 is going to be an upgraded microbe tea. So it's going to be the exact same base, but with a chopped up banana in it. Bananas are high in potassium, and that's exactly what your peppers are going to need to fruit. If your peppers are just sitting there doing nothing, it could be a lack of potassium. I will pre-warn you though, when it comes down to this one, you want to go ahead and give it just a little bit more room to ferment than the other ones. If you take that all the way up to the neck like I did all the other ones, it's going to flow over. Wish I had some video of that because that was a disgusting mess to do and fix and start over. But just trust me, stop at the 3-cup mark when you're filling that up the rest of the way with water, because if you don't, it's going to be a bubbling crude and it is nasty. Especially when you have the black rack like I do, because it's got all the holes in it and it just dripped down all the way. Just awful. Fertilizer number 4 is going to be your superior microbe tea. Same baseline, but with a tablespoon of wood ash. Wood ash adds potassium and calcium, plus a little bit of a pH push towards the right direction that your pepper plants are really going to enjoy. This one here is going to be our dark horse, so make sure you don't sleep on it. Fertilizer number 5, which is going to be our wild card, and this one I'm a little bit extra interested in how it works. Same base, but with a single tablespoon of Greek yogurt added to it. The live cultures in Greek yogurt adds beneficial bacteria directly to your soil. Does it actually work? I have no idea. That's why we're testing it. We got 5 fertilizers, 1 control, and 6 struggling plants. Let's get after it. So to make this super simple, I'm going to explain it the way that I have figured it mathematically. Hopefully it works that way, but we'll see by the end of the experiment. So I'm mixing this 1 to 10. So I did 1 ounce of the fertilizer to 10 ounces of water. I'm using an old baby bottle. Seems super convenient. I'm putting about 5 ounces of that fertilizer every Sunday for the next 4 weeks, roundabout. So it's going to look really good, or it's going to kill all my plants. One or the other, we'll see in the future. We definitely do not want to put this on the leaves. I have not tested that yet, so I can't say if it's going to burn them, especially in sunlight. Maybe after dark it might be better. I don't know, but we're wanting to get it directly on the roots because that's where they're going to be able to use the microbes the most. And of course, the control plant is getting just 5 ounces of rainwater, same time, same day, same way, every time as all the fertilizer plants. Here's what they look like right now. They are pale, a little droopy, and there's really not much happening with any of them, especially compared to the other ones. We'll check back in a week and see what happens. Welcome for the world of tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. This is officially editing Jake, not talking head Jake. And so, long story short, talking head Jake missed some stuff, so we're going to cover it real fast. It hasn't been a full week yet, but these are kind of important things to note while working with these fertilizers. So step 1, in case you never messed with anything with fermenting, should it be bubbling? Absolutely. If it's bubbling, that means it's doing its work. Now, once it stops bubbling, is that a problem? No. Once the microorganisms have broke down the sugars, it will stop bubbling. So that's not a problem either. Actually, once it stops bubbling, you're pretty well good to use it. I like to give it a shake after that, but not 100% necessary. And then the last part that we definitely have to add, so I'm using this as a soil drench. I can just dump it directly on the soil out of a cup. Whereas if you're using any type of sprayer or pump or anything along those lines, you definitely want to strain it. Now, we strained ours just so I didn't have a lot of large particles of organic material on top of the cups to draw pests and so on and so forth. And it makes sense. But if you're going to put it in a pump, you're going to want to run it through something like a cheesecloth, old t-shirt, whatever you got. Just try to get as much particles as you can out of there. I've done these fermented fertilizers before, and it does not take much to plug up anything that has any type of filtration system on it. Even my little pump sprayer has the little rock at the bottom of it that sucks up particles, and then it's toast. Just keep those in mind, and we'll see you Sunday. We are back on May 3rd to do a quick check-in on the experimentals. We got the control, not super any direction after a week. Same thing with the basic. Enhanced is the one that I've actually been kind of believe. Superior is the same way. Finer and upgraded was the one that I was looking at. So as you can see there, we got a whole bunch of new growth in the armpit and at the top. And essentially, none of the other ones are showing that much improvement after just a week. So we're going to see what happens next week. And we'll check back in then.
Week 2 Sunday update. We got everybody lined up again. And the really weird thing is, so of course, upgraded, just like last week, it's like, whoa, come on. It's actually putting on peppers, flowers, and whatnot. And just like last week, it's showing the most growth. And then everyone else is kind of, meh. But then you get to the control, which is just the rainwater, and it's starting to put on peppers and have a bunch of new growth. So, inconclusive. See you next week.
All right, it's been 3 weeks on the DIY fertilizers for our lovely sweet peppers, and it's time to go through and see which ones worked and which ones didn't. Let's go. I gotta say, this is probably our worst one, at least from initial looking at it. Didn't really do any new growth, didn't do anything really spectacular at all, and that was the basic fermented oatmeal. So that would have been just the oatmeal, molasses, yeast, rainwater, and the quart jar. First glance, it's probably the saddest. Let's see, number 2 is the upgraded, which actually was one of the ones we first thought in the beginning was going to be the best one. That was with the added banana peel. It still shows a lot of growth, but they're really yellow. And for this supposedly having a lot of nitrogen in it, it's not looking the best. Let's see, initial glance. I'm going to have to go with enhanced which was with the rice water, which is strange enough. The leaves look super green. You got a little bit of issue down at issue down towards the bottom, but the tops are super green. It doesn't have a lot of new growth. It's starting to put some new growth in the armpits, but nothing great. And then we got the humdingers, which were actually the ones that were a little more at the beginning. Let's see here. It's really hard to tell which one I think would be third. Those are a little bit more yellow. So we're going to go with the control, which was the rainwater, which is still crazy because it's been putting on peppers consistently with just rainwater. I've been plucking those off as we go, trying to stick with the root and just overall growth plan. It's actually got a little bit of yellowing, nothing crazy though. I would be happy with that pepper in general. It's got some new growth going on the sides there. Single pepper. So that one, I'd be happy with just using rainwater without any fertilizer, honestly. Let's see. Then we got, these are two really freaking close for different reasons. Finer was the one with Greek yogurt. That's freaking crazy. That's cool. A little yogurt in there. And then the superior was the one with wood ash. Now, for these both being sweet peppers and being two of them that were the most, they might not work at the beginning, they're looking pretty fantastic. So the finer or superior, it doesn't have as much extra pit growth, whatever you want to call it, or starting to sprout the new business, but it's just a bigger, healthier looking plant than all the others in general. And then it's already trying to put on blossoms for peppers. So I don't know. It looks really healthy compared to at least the first three. And then you have the finer, which is crazy because I didn't know how Greek yogurt was going to do, but it's super green. It's not really got any signs of stress or anything. And then it's got a whole bunch of new growth coming through the pits. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, that'll look way different. I don't know. All right, let's do this thing. So we'll put the control here, basic, upgraded, finer, and then superior, finer. All right, so that's how we pretty well ran it the whole way. We're going to stick those right there. And we're going to check the part that we were actually looking for, which is the root development. So give them a good little oomph and see what happens here. Don't be grumpy. So it looks like it's actually trying to wrap around the top more than the bottom, which is weird, but whatever. But overall, I'd say there's not a lot of root wrapping in general. That dirt's coming apart. Fox Farm Ocean Forest, I think is what we use this time. So nothing crazy or too much to write home about on the control. Basic. I got a feeling this one's going to be super sad. Oh, it's already. All right, so the basic, just fermented oatmeal, did not do a crazy amount when it comes down to root production, especially compared to just the rainwater. That's not impressive. I'll pot all these now. Whatever. All right, enhanced. We might have a. Nope, already not impressed. So we did lose some of the root at the bottom because it's just, that was super thin. Not super impressed with that. So the enhanced, which was the rice water, did not do that great. Upgraded, which is the banana. Yep, that's the banana. That top is super freaking hard. I don't know if that one just come right out. Nope. Alright, so the upgraded put on about the same as the control. So that's kind of cool, honestly. It's still not super great, but it's not terrible. I ain't gonna cry about it, that's for sure. Still looking like the rainwater, just the better option thus far. Superior, which is the wood ash. I'm just gonna come out. That one might actually be holding good. Oh, baby. Come on. There we go. Let's get some humdinger in there. That guy means it. I got a feeling we're gonna see a lot. Oh, yeah. All right, so wood ash for sure produced the best roots thus far. That's insane. It's definitely holding instead of wrapping around the top. It went all the way to the bottom. We got a little bit of feeder roots up top, but nothing crazy. And then they went to the bottom, wrapped around. So that one's definitely ready to go outside to the garden. All right, Finer, you got this, little buddy. Nothing. Oh, all right, so that one held really well. It came out really well. Looks like it's pretty well wrapped around, done its business. So I'd have to say the only two that are in even competition with the rainwater would have been the superior and finer. And I dig that. So to recap, we've got the control, which was rainwater. We had the basic, which was just oatmeal fermented. Enhanced, which was the banana peel, or I'm sorry, enhanced was the rice water. Upgraded was banana peel. Superior was the wood ash. And finer was the Greek yogurt, which is crazy. I did not expect Greek yogurt to be actually productive in this experiment, honestly. So let us know exactly what kind of experiment you want to see next. Is there any fertilizers you like for DIY? Any suggestions to help these three that are kind of looking sad? I think they need to hit with some nitrogen, but we'll do that next. And we'll see you in the next one.